Hello students, welcome to my channel. Coming to our unit Biotechnology. In this lecture today we are going to start the next topic, biotechnology and its applications. Most important topic from NET examination point of view. Near about 2 to 3 questions are asked. In this topic mainly we are going to discuss biotechnological applications in agriculture. Second point, biotechnological applications in medicine, transgenic animals and ethical issues. First and most important application of modern biotechnological processes, that is recombinant DNA technology, which is also called as genetic engineering technique, is the creation of genetically modified organisms for production of different products on industrial scale. So what is meant by genetically modified organisms? कि ऐसे ऑर्गेनिजम्स जिनके जीन्स का मैनिपुलेशन किया जाता है बाय यूजिंग जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग टेक्निक्स, दे आर कॉल्ड एज जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड ऑर्गेनिज्म. जैसे कि सपोज इश्चेरिशिया कोलाई बैक्टीरिया में इंसुलिन का जीन इंसर्ट किया जाता है एंड सो दैट बैक्टीरिया विल प्रोड्यूस द हार्मोन इंसुलिन. नाउ दिस बैक्टीरिया इज कॉल्ड एज ए जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड माइक्रोब एंड इट इज यूज्ड ऑन इंडस्ट्रियल स्केल फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ इंसुलिन हार्मोन ऑन लार्ज स्केल. इसी तरह से डिफरेंट जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड माइक्रोब्स और फंगाई को यूज़ करके डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स को प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है इंडस्ट्रियल स्केल पे. और जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड प्लांट्स एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड में यूज़ किए जाते हैं. एनिमल्स इन विच जीन्स आर मैनिपुलेटेड, दे आर कॉल्ड एज ट्रांसजेनिक एनिमल्स. और ऐसे एनिमल्स का ड्रग्स, टॉक्सिन्स, वैक्सीन्स एंड केमिकल टेस्टिंग के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. Now here is MCQ. The organisms whose genes have been altered or manipulated are called as. At that time your answer should be genetically modified organisms. We know that biotechnology has lot of applications in the different fields of biological sciences. In that first therapeutics. So different जो drugs और antibiotics treatment के लिए use किए जाते हैं, they are collectively called as therapeutics. और nowadays by using recombinant DNA technology, large number of different drugs and antibiotics that are produced on industrial scale by using recombinant DNA technology. Then diagnostics, कि डिसीजेस डायग्नोज करने के लिए बायोटेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस का यूज़ किया जाता है, जैसे कि PCR, ELISA मेथड टू डायग्नोज द डिसीजेस लाइक HIV, देन कैंसर म्यूटेशन एंड वेरियस जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर्स. Next application, genetically modified crops for agriculture. By using recombinant DNA technology, nowadays different genetically modified crops are used in agricultural field for higher production and also to obtain the various variety of the crop plants such as pest resistant variety, nutrient rich variety, which are beneficial to human being. Next application, bioremediation. It is nothing but the degradation or cleaning up of the environment and different microorganisms. They bring about the degradation of organic compounds present in the waste material. And nowadays different improved varieties of microorganisms have been created by biotechnological processes to clean up the different waste material. जैसे कि oil spills हैं, that are now cleaned by using improved varieties of Pseudomonas putida bacteria. Now application for waste treatment. हर एक सिटी में सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स होते हैं जिसमें सिटी का कंप्लीट वेस्ट जो है उसका डिग्रेडेशन होता है, ट्रीटमेंट होता है. एंड फॉर दैट पर्पज नाउ डेज डिफरेंट इम्प्रूव्ड बायोटेक्नोलॉजिकल मेथड्स एंड इम्प्रूव्ड वराइटीज ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर यूज्ड. नेक्स्ट है प्रोसेस्ड फूड. जैसे कि फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री में डिफरेंट इम्प्रूव्ड वराइटीज ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स का और उनके प्योर एंजाइम्स का यूज़ किया जाता है फॉर चीज़ मेकिंग, देन फॉर क्लियरिंग ऑफ फ्रूट जूसेस एंड ऑल्सो फॉर मेकिंग वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ सायरप्स. लास्ट एप्लीकेशन, एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन. जैसे कि बायोगैस एंड इथेनॉल विच आर यूज्ड एज ए क्लीन एनर्जी सोर्सेज. Biogas is used as a fuel in rural areas, whereas ethanol is used as fuel in vehicles. For the production of these sources, nowadays different improved varieties of microorganisms and biotechnological processes are used. We know that biotechnology is one of the modern branch of biology and lot of research is going on in this field. So three critical research areas of biotechnology are: first, providing the best catalyst in the form of improved organism, usually a microbe or प्योर एंजाइम. कि इम्प्रूव्ड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म या उनका प्योर एंजाइम यूज़ करके हम प्रोडक्शन कैसे इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, दैट रिसर्च इज गोइंग ऑन इन द फील्ड ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. सेकेंड, क्रिएटिंग ऑप्टिमल कंडीशंस थ्रू इंजीनियरिंग फॉर ए कैटलिस्ट टू एक्ट. कि जो भी माइक्रोब हम यूज़ करते हैं उसके लिए प्रॉपर कंडीशंस, फिजिकल कंडीशंस और न्यूट्रिएंट सप्लाई दैट शुड बी मेंटेन थ्रू प्रॉपर इंजीनियरिंग. So that research is also going on in the field of biotechnology. Then third one, downstream processing technologies to purify the protein और organic compound. कि प्रोडक्शन कंप्लीट होने के बाद सेपरेशन और प्यूरिफिकेशन जो किया जाता है, that is called as a downstream processing. to purify the different proteins and organic compounds, whether we can use the advanced technology so that product can be obtained in short period of time. That research is also going on in the field of biotechnology. Here is the MCQ. Question can be asked in the NET examination. Which are the 3 critical research areas of biotechnology? At that time you should know all these 3 research areas of the biotechnology. Now first point of our topic, biotechnological applications in agriculture. So there are 3 different methods of agricultural practices for increasing the food production. First is agrochemical based agriculture, then second is organic agriculture, third is genetically engineered crop based agriculture. So coming to first type of agriculture, एग्रोकेमिकल बेस्ड एग्रीकल्चर. इस टाइप के एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस में केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड पेस्टिसाइड्स का यूज किया जाता है. एंड वी नो दैट केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स दे लोअर्स द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल. कि एक्स्ट्रा यूज करने के बाद, ओवर यूज करने के बाद केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर जो होते हैं वो सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी लो करते हैं एंड देयर बाय productivity of the soil also get lowered. And chemical pesticides, they are consist of harmful toxic chemicals and they causes the pollution of air, soil and water, and therefore they should be used in minimum quantity. सेकेंड टाइप ऑर्गेनिक एग्रीकल्चर. इस टाइप के एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस में कंपोस्ट, मैन्योर, बायो फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड बायो पेस्टिसाइड्स का यूज किया जाता है. सो दिस ऑल आर इको फ्रेंडली, do not cause any pollution, but the production from agricultural field was not increased to large extent and that's why they have some limitations. थर्ड, जेनेटिकली इंजीनियर्ड क्रॉप बेस्ड एग्रीकल्चर. इस सिस्टम में जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड क्रॉप्स का यूज किया जाता है विच गिव द हायर प्रोडक्शन एंड ऑल्सो ड्यू टू द पेस्ट रेजिस्टेंट वैरायटीज डिपेंडेंस ऑन पेस्टिसाइड्स हैव बीन लोअर्ड. Nutritional rich varieties have been also developed by the scientists which have lowered the malnutrition. So here is MCQ in NEET examination. Question can be asked, the type of agricultural system in which biopesticides and biofertilizers are used. At that time your answer should be organic agriculture. Concept of green revolution. The two scientists Norman Borlaug and MS Swaminathan, by using conventional plant breeding technique, they created and developed improved crop varieties of wheat and rice, जिसकी वजह से प्रोडक्शन जो है ट्रिपल क्वांटिटी में इंक्रीज हुआ था एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ए ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन. बट दिस इंक्रीज इन यील्ड वाज मेनली ड्यू टू द बेटर मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस एंड आल्सो यूज ऑफ एग्रोकेमिकल्स. Even if green revolution takes place, the food supply was not enough to feed the growing human population and also agrochemicals they cause the pollution and they are also expensive to the farmers of the developing world. और जो conventional plant breeding techniques से crop varieties develop किए थे साइंटिस्ट ने, they were also not giving further more production and therefore scientists search for new technology for crop improvement and also getting the more production. And one of the most important technology which was developed by the scientist Haberland is tissue culture. The technique of tissue culture is based on the principle of totipotency. What is definition? The capacity to generate a whole plant from any cell or explant is called totipotency. Plant की कोई cell या explant means any part of the plant when grown on the laboratory medium, at that time whole plant is regenerated and this property is called as a totipotency. और इस principle के आधार पे tissue culture का यूज किया जाता है. सो व्हाट इज टिश्यू कल्चर देन? द रीजनरेशन ऑफ होल प्लांट फ्रॉम एक्सप्लांट अंडर स्टेराइल कंडीशंस इन स्पेशल न्यूट्रन मीडियम इन अ टेस्ट ट्यूब इज कॉल्ड एज ए टिश्यू कल्चर टेक्निक. और टिश्यू कल्चर टेक्निक के लिए जो स्पेशल न्यूट्रन मीडियम यूज किया जाता है दैट शुड प्रोवाइड सुक्रोज विच इज द सोर्स ऑफ कार्बन, देन वेरियस इनऑर्गेनिक सॉल्ट्स, विटामिन्स, अमीनो एसिड्स, ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स और हार्मोन्स लाइक ऑक्सिन्स, साइटोकाइनिन्स. Here is PYQ. The capacity to regenerate a whole plant from any cell of the plant is called. At that time your answer should be totipotency. Here see the diagram showing the tissue culture method. First step में parent plant का tissue sample scrap किया जाता है. Then it is placed on the agar growth medium containing the nutrients and oxygens. Few days के बाद tiny plantlets medium पे develop होते हैं. Then they are planted into the soil containing compost and like such way large number of plantlets can be obtained in short duration. That is one of the most important application of tissue culture technique. Now what is meant by micropropagation? The method of producing thousands of plants through tissue culture is called as micropropagation and each of these plants will be genetically identical to the original plant from which they were grown. That is they are called as somaclones. And by using this technique nowadays large number of important food plants like tomato, banana, apple have been produced on commercial scale. Here is MCQ. In NEET examination question can be asked, the method of producing thousands of plants through tissue culture is called as. At the time your answer should be micropropagation. Another important application of the tissue culture method is the recovery of healthy plants from diseased plants. Even if the plant is infected with a virus, the meristem, that is apical and axillary, is free of virus. Diseased plants के जब हम मेरिस्टेम इन विट्रो मीन्स लेबोरेटरी मीडियम पे ग्रो करते हैं, we can obtain the virus free plants, and scientists have succeeded in culturing meristems of banana, sugarcane, potato in the laboratory by using this tissue culture technique. Here is the MCQ. In NEET examination question can be asked, the virus free plants can be obtained from the following. At the time your answer should be meristem. Now somatic hybridization. Scientists have even isolated single cells from plants, and after digesting their cell walls have been able to isolate necked protoplast. प्लांट्स के सिंगल सेल्स आइसोलेट करने के बाद उनको एंजाइम सेलुलेज की ट्रीटमेंट दी जाती है टू डाइजेस्ट देयर सेल वॉल्स, दैट मीन्स टू रिमूव देयर सेल वॉल्स टू फॉर्म द नेक्ड प्रोटोप्लास्ट. सो हियर रिमेंबर दैट सेल्स without cell wall are called as protoplasts, means they are only surrounded by plasma membrane. Now isolated protoplasts from two different varieties of plants each having a desirable character can be fused to get hybrid protoplast. और ये जो दो protoplast होते हैं, they are fused together with the help of chemical polyethylene glycol to form hybrid protoplast, and these hybrid protoplast can be further grown in the laboratory medium to regenerate or to form new plant, and such hybrids are called as somatic hybrids, while the process is called as a somatic hybridization. Here see the diagram showing the process of somatic hybridization. Here are the two protoplasts from parent A and parent B having desirable characters. They are fused together by using chemical polyethylene glycol to form somatic hybrid, and when these hybrids are grown on agar nutrient medium under sterile condition in the laboratory, new plants are generated. Scientists fused protoplast of tomato and potato to obtain somatic hybrid pomato, and when this hybrid it was grown on the nutrient agar medium under laboratory conditions to obtain plants, it was found that these plants did not have all the desired combination of characteristics for their commercial utilization, and therefore somatic hybridization technique was unsuccessful for these two plants. Here is MCQ. The hybrids which are formed from the isolated neck protoplasts are called as. At that time your answer should be somatic hybrids. Here is PYQ. Question was asked in NEET 2024. Which of the following are fused in somatic hybridization involving two varieties of plants? So here correct option is C, protoplasts. As a somatic hybridization technique was unsuccessful, scientists searched alternative method to create the crop plants which give maximum yield and also reduce the dependence on chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides. So scientists use modern biotechnological processes, that is recombinant DNA technology, to create the genetically modified crops which gives the higher production, and they have also reduced the dependence on chemical fertilizers and pesticides. What is meant by GMO? Plants, bacteria, fungi and animals whose genes have been altered by manipulation are called genetically modified organisms. In short, they are called as GMO. So genetically modified organisms are created by using modern biotechnological processes, that is recombinant DNA technology, and the plants which are created by this technique they are called as GM crops or GM plants. और ये GM plant जो है they are very useful in different ways. तो जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन की वजह से प्लांट्स में डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स हम इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं, डिफरेंट जीन्स इंसर्ट करके डिफरेंट डिजायरेबल कैरेक्टर्स आर क्रिएटेड इन द प्लांट्स. सो फर्स्ट यूज ऑफ जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन इज इट हैज़ मेड क्रॉप्स मोर टॉलरेंट टू ओबायोटिक स्ट्रेसेस, कि जैसे कि कोल्ड, ड्राफ्ट, सॉल्ट, हीट जो इन्वायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स हैं इनको टॉलरेट करने की कैपेसिटी जो है प्लांट्स की इंक्रीज होती है ड्यू टू द जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन. और सेकेंड, पेस्ट रेजिस्टेंट क्रॉप वैरायटीज डेवलप करने की वजह से केमिकल पेस्टिसाइड्स पे जो डिपेंडेंस था दैट हैव बीन आल्सो रिड्यूस्ड. थर्ड, इट हेल्प टू रिड्यूस द पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट लॉसेस, और पेस्ट रेजिस्टेंट क्रॉप्स की वजह से हार्वेस्ट करने के बाद जब स्टोर किया जाता है फूड ग्रेन्स को, एट दैट टाइम the losses due to the insects or different rodents have been reduced due to genetic modification. नेक्स्ट यूज ऑफ जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन, इंक्रीज्ड एफिशिएंसी ऑफ मिनरल यूसेज बाय प्लांट्स, कि प्लांट्स के मिनरल एब्सॉर्प्शन की जो कैपेसिटी है दैट हैव बीन आल्सो इंक्रीज ड्यू टू द जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन, ड्यू टू विच द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल आल्सो गेट इनहांस्ड. नेक्स्ट, इनहांस्ड न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू ऑफ फूड, एग्जांपल गोल्डन राइस दैट इज विटामिन ए एनरिच्ड राइस, कि विटामिन ए सिंथेसिस करने वाला जो जीन होता है दैट हैज़ बीन इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इनटू द राइस प्लांट, ड्यू टू विच द न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू of rice plant have been increased and such rice plant is called as a golden rice. So along with this, genetic modification has been used to create tailor-made plants to supply alternative resources to industries in the form of starches, fuels and pharmaceuticals. Now in this topic mainly we are going to discuss applications of biotechnology in agriculture for the production of pest resistant plants, due to which dependence on the pesticide have been decreased. Different pest resistant varieties have been created by inserting Bt toxin gene using recombinant DNA technology. और ये जो जीन है it encodes the toxin protein which have insecticidal action, that means it kills the insect. और जब कोई insect plant को visit करता है at that time that insect will eat the toxin and thereby it will get killed. तो ये जो Bt toxin है it is produced by a common soil bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis, and the plants in which this Bt toxin gene is inserted they are called as Bt plant, जैसे कि Bt cotton, Bt corn, Bt rice, tomato, potato, Bt soybean etc. And these plants they directly act as a biopesticides. Therefore, the dependence on chemical pesticides have been reduced due to the use of different pest resistant varieties of the crop plant. Here is PYQ. Which of the following is true for golden rice? So here correct answer is B, vitamin A enriched with a gene from daffodil. Daffodil plant का vitamin A encode करने वाला जो gene है that was inserted into rice plant and which is called as a golden rice. Now next PYQ, which of the following Bt crops is being grown in India by the farmer? At that time your answer should be cotton. Now Bt cotton, how it acts as a biopesticide. So this Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria it produces toxic protein which kill the various types of insects such as tobacco budworm, armyworm, beetles, flies and mosquitoes. तो ये जो Bacillus thuringiensis बैक्टीरिया है वो प्रोटीन क्रिस्टल्स तैयार करता है उसके सेल में ड्यूरिंग पर्टिकुलर फेज ऑफ ग्रोथ, और ये जो क्रिस्टल्स हैं दे कंसिस्ट ऑफ टॉक्सिक इंसेक्टिसिडल प्रोटीन्स. इंसिडल मीन्स किलिंग एक्शन. सो द प्रोटीन which have killing action they are called as insecticidal proteins, and thereby this toxin it is beneficial to kill the various types of harmful insects. But this toxin it does not kill the bacillus because this Bt toxin protein it is present as inactive protoxin inside the bacterial cell. लेकिन जब insect इस Bt cotton plant को ingest करते हैं at that time that toxin get entered into the insect gut and inactive toxin get converted into active form due to the alkaline pH of the gut of the insect. और वहाँ पे टॉक्सिक प्रोटीन क्रिस्टल्स का सॉल्युबलाइजेशन होता है एंड दैट एक्टिवेटेड टॉक्सिन देन बाइंड्स टू द सरफेस ऑफ मिडगट एपिथेलियल सेल्स ऑफ द इंसेक्ट. वहाँ पे वो पोर्स क्रिएट करते हैं, सेल की स्वेलिंग होती है, लिसिस होती है एंड इवेंचुअली देयर इज डेथ ऑफ द insect. And like such way Bt cotton as a biopesticide is useful for destroying and killing the various harmful types of insects. So here is PYQ which is asked in 2020. Bt cotton variety that was developed by the introduction of toxin gene of Bacillus thuringiensis is resistant to. At that time your answer is insect pests. Another PYQ, in Bt cotton the Bt toxin present in plant tissue as protoxin is converted into active toxin due to. So here answer is due to the alkaline pH of the gut of the insect. Students, many PYQs are there on this point. Most important point from NET examination point of view, I have already uploaded video on PYQs of this topic. You watch on my channel and solve that PYQs for your practice. Bacillus thuringiensis बैक्टीरिया से Bt toxin जीन को आइसोलेट करके जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग टेक्निक से सेवरल क्रॉप प्लांट्स में इंसर्ट किया जाता है एंड वी नो दैट प्लांट्स आर कॉल्ड एज ए Bt क्रॉप्स सच एज Bt कॉटन, Bt राइस, Bt सोयाबीन एक्सेट्रा. द चॉइस ऑफ जीन्स डिपेंड्स अपॉन द क्रॉप एंड द टारगेटेड पेस्ट बिकॉज द Bt टॉक्सिन्स आर इंसेक्ट ग्रुप स्पेसिफिक. पर्टिकुलर इंसेक्ट के अगेंस्ट पर्टिकुलर टॉक्सिन की एक्शन होती है, दैट्स वाई जीन इज सेलेक्टेड डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप एंड द टारगेटेड पेस्ट. The toxin coded by gene Cry1AC, they are commonly called as crygenes. So there are number of crygenes. The proteins encoded by the genes Cry1AC and Cry2AB, they control the cotton bollworms, whereas the protein encoded by Cry1AB gene, they controls the corn borer. So here is PYQ. Proteins encoded by Cry1AC genes are effective against. So at that time your answer should be cotton bollworms type of insects. So most important point from NEET examination point of view, remember these all three genes, that is Cry1AC, Cry2AB which control cotton bollworms, and Cry1AB which controls the corn borer type of insects. So pest resistant tobacco plants created by genetic modification which prevents infection by nematode. So we know that nematodes, they are parasites of various organisms such as plants, animals and human beings, and causes different diseases. One of the nematode, Melidogyne incognitia, it causes the infection in the tobacco plants, and there is huge reduction in the production, and also quality of the product was lower due to this infection caused by the nematode. So to prevent the infection from this nematode, one of the technique was used which was based on the process of RNA interference, which is in short called as RNAi. And this RNAi takes place in all eukaryotic organisms as a method of cellular defense. RNAi process में specific messenger RNA का silencing होता है due to complementary double stranded RNA molecule, और इस प्रोसेस में डबल स्ट्रैंडेड RNA molecule messenger RNA को बाइंड होता है. There is prevention of translation process and thereby there is no synthesis of proteins which are required to cause the disease in the organisms, and thereby RNA interference process takes place in eukaryotic organisms. We know that for creation of pest resistant plants, the vector used is TI plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens. तो TI plasmid में nematode specific genes को insert किया जाता है, and then that recombinant DNA is introduced into the host plant. The introduction of DNA was such that it produced both sense and antisense RNA in the host cells, and these two RNAs, they are complementary to each other and they form double stranded RNA molecule that initiated RNA interference. तो जो डबल स्ट्रैंडेड RNA molecules तैयार होते हैं सेल में, that binds to the messenger RNA molecule of nematode, and thereby they bring about the silencing of messenger RNA. There is no synthesis of protein which cause the disease in the plant, and thereby the parasite could not survive in a transgenic host, and the transgenic plant get protected from the parasite. Here is PYQ. RNA interference involves, so here correct answer is silencing of specific messenger RNA due to complementary RNA. Second PYQ, silencing of messenger RNA has been used in producing transgenic plants resistant to. So here answer is B, nematodes. Students, I hope you understood all the contents of the topic. Thank you.